Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. This is not going to be about makeup. This is going to be a tag that was created by my friend Carmel Nicole. And she tagged me and a couple of other friends. And I wanted to do this because I thought it was so interesting. So she called this tag Beauty Year Review for 2025, what actually made a difference. It is 10 different questions that she asked. Now, all the makeup that I'm wearing today, I am not going to be linking below because every single product that is on my face, I am testing right now. This is brand new to my collection. The only thing that's not new is my brows and my powder. Let me go ahead and start with question number 1. Is the beauty product I wouldn't leave the house without in 2025. Now, I'm not considering SPF as something that I never leave the house with, but I consider that more skincare than makeup. So I'm leaving SPF out, but that's something that I never leave home without. But the one thing that I never leave home without is something on my lips. I don't mind leaving the house with no makeup. If I have to go run an errand, if I have to go to the grocery store, the drugstore, to Target, to Walmart, I really don't mind. I'm not a person that feels that I can't leave the house without makeup. It is what it is. You know, I'm 70 years old. Yes, I do look a lot better with makeup, but that's okay. I can live without the makeup, even though I love it and I wear it just about every day. But I have to have something on my lips. And in 2025, I discovered Edam. This is a tinted lip balm. Now I'm just showing you one. This was a release that they had for the holiday. And actually this one doesn't have that much tint. Which one is this one? This is the Croissant, which is it's almost like a clear with a little bit of like a gold shimmer. But I have most of the shades that they have. These are so luxurious. They're amazing. They don't have any kind of plumping sensation whatsoever. They don't feel, you know, they don't hurt at all. It's just a moisturizing treatment for your lips. I absolutely love these. A little bit goes a long ways. It does have a metal applicator that feels really good going over your lips. It feels nice and cooling. I love these. There's a lot of them that I love, and I will show you other ones that I absolutely love. This is something that I always have one in my purse, and if I'm leaving in a hurry, or even if I leave with makeup on and my lipstick wears off, many times I just reapply something like this on my lips to keep them hydrated. But these are amazing. Discovery in 2025. I absolutely 1000% recommend them and love them. Question number 2. 2 makeup beauty products couldn't stop recommending in 2025. Okay, if you have been on my channel for any length of time, you would know that I love the Lawless lip mask. This is called Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. I absolutely love this. I have been wearing this every night probably for the last 2 to 3 years. I would say probably closer to 3 years. I love this. I feel like this has made a difference in my lips. I don't have large lips. I never have. But as I have gotten older, especially my upper lip seems to be getting a little smaller. I feel that since using this, my lips look fuller. Certainly the lines are a lot smoother and they just look better. I feel like I don't really have any deep lines on my lips. I love this. When you put this on, it feels cooling. Even though this is plumping, I would say from 1 to 10, it's about a 2 to 3 maybe. It is not painful. It just feels cool on your lips, like minty cool. These are amazing. They have a lot of different flavors. Now this is my last one that I had left over from last year. Christmas, I purchased them. This is cinnamon sugar. They don't have this flavor anymore, but every year they come out with like a holiday flavor and they have a sale. I can't recall if it was 25 or 30% off. I believe it was 30% off, and that's when I restock. I restock enough for the entire year, and I also purchased one for my daughter and for my older granddaughter. So just to prove my point, these are my backups. And yes, I get them when they're on sale, because I believe they're like $24 maybe. I purchased cherry vanilla, which is very good. I don't like cherry flavored things, but this one is amazing. And the flavor is not super strong. or even the scent. It's not super strong. You smell it a little bit. Like this one smells a little sweet. And more than cinnamon, maybe it smells like vanilla cinnamon, but it's not strong. And once you put it on, you can't smell it anymore. So I got the cherry vanilla, I got the sweet dreams, I got the sweet daisy, and the juicy watermelon. So I am set for the year. I would say they last more than 3 months, but just in case. They were on sale, so that's okay. If I have an extra one by the end of next year, I'll just buy a couple at the end of the year when they put them back on sale. The other product is my L'Oreal Shadow Sticks. These are so good. I absolutely love these. These are the one look out the door eyeshadows. These feel cooling on your eyes, and I have more than these, but I just picked the first 4. These just feel cooling on your eyes. They glide like butter. Once they set, they don't go anywhere. They do have that, they have some in, I believe they have some in matte, but all the ones that I have are shimmer. But they are so pretty. You can wear them all over your lid. You can wear them as a lazy liner, which I do that sometimes. I have a beautiful emerald green one, but they're all so pretty. And like I said, they just glide so easily. So I usually just put some on my lid without any kind of primer or eye cream or anything, and then I buff them out with a brush. These are beautiful. So if you like an easy eye look, you're in a hurry and it's going to look like you put in a lot of effort when you really didn't, these are absolutely a must for me. I wear them very often. Question number 3, skincare product that actually made a difference in my skin in 2025. One of them I've been using for longer, well actually a couple of them I've been using for longer than 2025. The one that has made a huge difference is the Retin-A. I've been using this, I would say probably for about 5 years. But I have to say that in 2025, I kind of slacked off a little bit. I felt like my skin was getting a little drier than normal. It's still early in the T-zone, but like my under eyes are super dry. And even though I don't put this under my eyes, if you put it like on your cheeks, I feel like it's going to migrate under your eyes, right? So I was trying to keep as much moisture under my eyes as possible. Kind of stopped using it for a while, but I'm back to it now. And the reason I'm back to it is I have texture on my temples, which I've never had before. But hey, as we get older, we get all these nice new little surprises. We never know what we're going to find in the morning when we get up. So I feel like this and the next product, the Review Beauty, have made a difference. Review Beauty is pretty new to the market. This is the Ali Glines brand, but this is a Korean formula. This is my second bottle. I love this because you can wear it as a moisturizer or as a moisturizer primer combo. I use it more as a moisturizer AM and PM. After I put this on, I put on an SPF. So if I'm going to wear a primer, I feel like I have to apply a primer over it. These two are amazing. Now, I don't use this every day. I use it about 3 times a week. So pretty much every other day, because I do want to give my skin a chance. I do like to wear hydrating products over it. This is very hydrating, but it's not heavy. It does sink into your skin, and it doesn't feel heavy or greasy on your skin. But one product that I've been using for years is this one right here from Estee Lauder. And I know this is more than, one skincare product, but this is what works for me. Caramel and Jen, which was one of the other ones that was tagged. They're a lot younger than I am, so they probably don't need a village like I do. Okay, this is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is so good. And unfortunately, especially since I've gotten older, some moisturizers will give me milia. And this makes sure that if I get milia, it takes it away. And I notice if I stop using this, I will end up with some milia on my face, and that's so hard. Then I start using this again. And it does take a little while. It doesn't remove the milia overnight, but it will get rid of the milia. So I really enjoy this. I just use like half a dropper full and just kind of spread it all over my face, and anything that's left over always goes on the back of my hands. Any moisturizer that I put on my face goes on the back of my hand. Now this I cannot use on my neck or on my chest because it is very sensitive. It gets like burnt, and sometimes I've forgotten, and kind of like if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video or something and I'm putting it on and I forget it, I carry it into my skin. Even if I wipe it off, I still get a lot of redness, and if I don't remove it completely, I will get like burn almost on my neck. So my neck is going to be wrinkly. I can use any other moisturizer. I just can't use any kind of acids or actives or anything like that on my neck and chest. But these three are absolutely a must-have. Eye cream also, but I decided to leave that out, okay? Because how many products am I gonna bring? My whole stash? Okay, the number 4, the brand that impressed me or stood out the most in 2025. And Carmel and I have the same answer for this one, and that's Morphe. I feel like Morphe had its time years ago when I first started watching YouTube, like 8 or 9 years ago. And Morphe was, oh my gosh, it was the whole rage. They had humongous palettes, like 25 different shades. That's when my granddaughter, the older one, started using makeup, and she wanted Morphe palettes, and I got her a couple of them. I actually bought one for myself, and I didn't really like the formula for myself. And I really didn't try many other products. And then there was a lot of stuff going on with them and other creators, and it seemed like everything that was being shown on YouTube was sponsored videos. So it kind of turned me off from Morphe, and then they kind of like went away for a little while, and wow, are they back? I feel like they're doing things right now. I do feel that I have seen some creators that have received Morphe products from them, especially the palettes, but they have been creators that I actually respect, and I actually feel like they are the real thing. That they're not doing it just, and they're not sponsored, they're just being sent PR, which I think makes a difference, okay, unfortunately. Some people are very honest, even if they're sponsored, they're going to give you the honest review. But others, like other creators that were being sponsored at the time, they were not people that I really trusted. But anyways, I think Morphe, their formula now is amazing. I own many of their palettes. I own the concealer, the corrector, cheek trios. They are really, really, really good. I really do enjoy all of the products that I own from Morphe. I have a brow pencil, lip liners, lipsticks, just about everything that they own, and they are amazing. So I think that that's a brand that really came back strong, and it seems to be doing it right this time. And I love the quality of the product for a very reasonable price. Okay, number 5, brand that faded into the background in 2025. For me, that was Essence. I feel like Essence, they released a few things, but nothing exciting. They released a couple of liquid eyeshadows, which I actually purchased 2 of them, and I liked them. I thought they were very good quality, but then it went away. So it's like, okay, I don't understand that. I think they only had 3 initial shades. I bought 2 of them, and then they're gone. Also, they released a foundation stick, which I thought was decent. You know, I do use it. I reviewed it, and I liked it. But I think that's about it. But now, I looked on their website, and they are releasing a bunch of new products. I actually placed an order so that I could try those products for you. They're still the same affordable price that they've always had. So I'm just hoping that it's just as good as they have been in the past. But I just feel like 2025, I don't know, unless I missed something or they released something that didn't look exciting to me, but it kind of faded into the background. It was not anything that I was searching for or looking into. Question number 6, most influential beauty recommendation of 2025. Okay, I have more than one. Carmel is one of them. That girl can influence me to no end, okay? I love Dior. I have loved Dior, but most of what I owned from Dior was foundations. I own many foundations from Dior. I own a couple of powder blushes and highlighters. But Carmel has influenced me into purchasing lipsticks and cream blushes. And they look amazing on her. I know she loves Dior. She loves her lipsticks. So, and it doesn't take much to influence me, okay? And we have very similar tastes in makeup. Another thing that Carmel influenced me in was the Essence Mascara Lash Without Limits, I believe is the name of the mascara. Yes, that was one that I had not purchased, and she influenced me, and it is a really good mascara. Okay, so the next person that influences me quite a bit is Jen from Jen D Beauty. She's also tagged in Carmel's video, and I believe her video is going up before mine. And she influences me into buying a lot of LA Girl. LA Girl is an amazing brand. They have really, really great products, and I have been using their products before I even met Jen, but I didn't own as many products as I do now because of Jen. Okay, but they are amazing. They're really good. They have really good mascara. They have good eyeshadows, great face products, great lipsticks, great prices. So yeah, Jen is another one that influences me into buying makeup. Jen is another beautiful creator. And if you have not subscribed to either one of these ladies, you need to, because they're really, really amazing. A larger creator that I have to blame for influencing me a lot, that's Lisa Eldridge. Lisa can release an orange popsicle. And even though I've had 100 orange popsicles in my life, I will buy Lisa's. The way she talks, the way she shows her products, the way that she is so vested in her products, I can't resist it. I own a lot of Lisa Eldridge. I've only had one product that I didn't care for. The Pinpoint Concealer, I didn't like that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people are crazy about that product. But I just feel I have too much to cover, so it really is not beneficial to me. I feel that it's very pricey for what it is. I wasn't happy with the packaging. The writing on the packaging kind of disappeared right away without me even using it a lot. And I just felt that for a luxury brand, that should have been better all the way around. But many people like it, so maybe it's more of a preference because it doesn't work for me. But let me tell you, I cannot wait. There's big things coming from Lisa Eldridge this year. Like a concealer. She's been promising us a concealer. But what I love about Lisa, she doesn't release things until they're perfect. But I do love her. And whatever she releases goes into my cart. Whether I'm a low buy, no buy, that doesn't matter. Lisa erases all of that. Okay, the hardest part of my beauty journey in 2025, that has been dealing with my under eyes. I've never had dry under eyes. Actually, when I was much younger, I had really, really oily skin. That was a struggle for me. And as I got older, my skin is more balanced. I don't feel like it's dry anywhere, really, except my under eyes. I don't have like any dry patches or anything like that. The only time I get that is if I use a very strong acid. I might end up with a little bit of dryness, but then I can take care of that. But right now I feel like I'm more combo, like I'm normal everywhere. My T-zone continues to be a little oily, especially in the summer. I live in Florida. There's a lot of heat and humidity. But my skin is very normal. My under eyes, I would say the last year and a half, I have really been struggling with them. I have to really, really, really hydrate them. And I've been kind of bad about drinking a lot of water, which you may not believe it, but that makes a big difference on how your skin is hydrated. And I have to get back to drinking lots of water. I'm trying to be better, but I just forget. But that is my biggest struggle. My under eyes, the dryness, because I was able to put any concealer that I wanted under my eyes and it will look great. I mean, some more coverage than others, but not the creasing and crackling. But now some of them get so dry, regardless of how much I hydrate my under eyes, that when I look, I can see like cracks under my eyes, and I hate that. That drives me crazy. Number 8, one beauty lesson 2025 taught me. And I don't think that's just in 2025. This is something that I've been struggling, and I've gotten better, but I still need to do better. And that's not to have the need to buy everything that is released, everything that looks beautiful, everything that calls my name, everything that I want to try on for you guys and show you, whether it's high-end, luxury, or drugstore, because you guys know that I love all of it. But I have to be choosy as to what I purchase, because I buy too much, and I can't even get to review all of it because I release 2 videos a week. I try doing 3, but it gets to be too much, and I do have a life away from YouTube. And this is not a job for me. So on those 2 videos, there's only so much that I can show. And I try to keep it balanced where I show some high-end and some drugstore, because I love both. I know that you guys love both. Some of you love more drugstore and some of you love more high-end. I try to sprinkle a little bit of luxury in there. I really don't make that much money from YouTube. So 90% of what I purchase, 90% of what I show you, I purchase myself. So I do give myself a budget that I need to stick to. I started really strong at the beginning of 2025. That only lasted about 3 months. So far I started good and I've been tempted to break it. But I'm holding on. I'm holding on and not doing it, okay? So I think that is being more selective as to what I purchase, what I bring in, and make sure that they're products that I'm going to love, that I'm going to continue to use, and not just for trying it out for my channel and then not like it and leave it. I don't like to return things. I would never be the kind of creator to buy makeup just to try it and then return it, because no, I can't. I won't do that. That just doesn't work for me. I feel that's wrong, and I know some people do it. They buy the stuff, use it in a video, and then return it. I can't do that. I just can't. So anyways, just be more selective. Stick to my monthly budget that I give myself. Don't get carried away. I only have one face. I can't wear it all. I can't use it all. I can't show it all. Keep my costs down, budget better, and only purchase the things that I'm really think I'm going to enjoy, love, and use. Like everything on my face today. I love everything on my face today. And I think everything on my face is high-end today. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's drugstore on my face today. Not on purpose. This is just stuff I want to test. Okay, one product I'm excited to try in 2026. Okay, that is a Chanel concealer. I have been checking every day to see when that was going to be available in the US. It is available now, and I have it. And I may or may not be using it right now for the first time. So I can't give you a review. I have to see how it's going to look at the end of the day. But if you're going to order it, order darker than what you normally would order, because I order light medium and I still think it's a little too light, but I think I can make it work. I don't think it looks super light or brightening under my eyes. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to send it back. The next one is medium, and I think that will be too dark. Maybe. I don't know. They're trying to get us to buy 2 shades. I'm not going to do that. Can't afford it. Can barely afford 1 shade. Okay, the second part to that question, it was either one product I'm excited to try in 2026 or a beauty prediction for 2026. So a beauty prediction for 2026 would be, I think there's going to be more eyeshadow palettes. I mean, I think we kind of moved away from that a little bit, where we're more into the one and done, or no eyeshadow, and just, you know, like blank out your eyelids and wear a liner and mascara. I think we're going to go back to wearing eyeshadow. And I'm hoping, I am so hoping, that we move away from the super glowy products. Stop it. Stop it with the glass skin. Stop it with the super glowy foundations. It's okay to have a little bit of glow, but I don't want to look like I can fry an egg on my face. That doesn't work for me. Doesn't have to be matte. I don't want matte either. But I want like a satin finish, a little bit of glow, but not super glowy. Let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. And I've noticed that there's been a few releases lately that even say that, even though they say glow, they don't seem to be that glowy. Like I've seen a couple of the Armani, the new Armani reformulation, and it has more like a satin finish than a glow, even though it says glow. So let's go there. Let's go there. Let's get away from, you know, look oily. I don't look glowy. I look oily. I want to look a little bit of glow. I don't want to look oily. So I'm predicting that we're going to get away from that. Too much glow, glass skin. No, enough. And my 2 beauty resolutions. Well, it's kind of like what I said before. Don't overbuy. Be a little more selective as to what I get. So try to be a little pickier and maybe try to go swatch things before I buy it, or watch reviews before I buy it. I mean, it's very seldom that I get to be one of the first ones to review something. I did the Charlotte Tilbury because I grabbed that one by Nordstrom, released it by mistake, and I was able to grab it. But most of the time, I'm not trying to be the first one in line to post a video. I've given that up, okay? And try to balance my time a little more. I feel like, I don't know, I'm all over the place. And not just with YouTube, but with everything. I feel like I need to have a more structured life. Since I retired, I don't feel like I have any structure in my life. I wake up when I wake up. Sometimes I don't sleep. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't do anything at 3 o'clock in the morning. My husband's sleeping. What am I going to do? I'll wake him up. Then I'm tired the rest of the day, so I don't do much the rest of the day. Then I have to wait till he goes on his walk to do my YouTube. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have any structure in my life. And I want to have more of a structure. I want to maybe start getting up every day, set an alarm to get up at 8 o'clock. But how do I make myself sleep at 8 o'clock till 8 o'clock? I don't know, guys. I'm a mess, but I need to get myself straightened out, okay, somehow. So I feel like I need control over me, over my life. I feel like others disrupt also my schedule, and I have to put a stop to that, where I stop what I'm doing to do things for others. I need to learn how to say no more. I say no more now than I used to. Those are the two things that I'm going to work on. I really don't set resolutions for myself. I feel that's one more way to feel like I failed, because I don't feel like I can stick to a resolution for more than 2 or 3 months. So I just try to set goals for myself that I think will be a little more productive and positive in my life. And yeah, that's what I try to do. All right, so thank you so much, Carmel, for tagging me. I love doing this. I thought it was fun. I would like to tag a couple of my friends. I would love to tag Leanne Serrao. I think that this would be a good one for Leanne to do. I would love to see her do this. Also, I would love to tag my friend Julie from Wygo Warrior. I think she would be excellent doing this. I would love to tag Riri from the Brutally Honest Beauty. She has an amazing channel. And Rena from Boxes and Deals. I would love for her to do this also. So I will link all these beauties below. Please make sure that you check out Carmel and that you check out Jen. Carmel's video was amazing, and I'm sure that Jen's will be also. I can't wait to see what 2026 brings to all of us. I wish every one of these ladies much success with their channel in 2026. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.